Three, two, one.
All right, good morning. Today's Monday. I have a couple hours before my train because it's in the afternoon. I'm gonna go into town and I'm looking for some shoes.
So on a bandwagon and I hopped on the on-cloud wave. And I bought myself a pair of new running shoes and Hope trainers. They're mainly running shoes, but I think I'll just walk around in them because they were very comfortable when I tested them. But they were quite pricey though, 140 pounds. So this better last me a while. Got the new kicks on. They actually are really comfortable and they look clean.
All right, good morning. Today is Tuesday. Back to the office. Talked a little bit with my supervisor last week, so I have some direction of where to go now. And I also have some paperwork and stuff to do because I'm going to be demonstrating this semester. For some reason, they thought it'd be a good idea if I taught. Hey, they're paying, so I'm not going to say no. And yeah, really just trying to get back into the swing of things today.
Okay, got these fancy new shoes. Better test them out for you guys. I haven't run in like a month.
Okay, so the running shoes, they do run. I'm really out of shape and out of breath. We'll run more in the future. I'm so tired. Good morning, it's Wednesday. Work-wise was a reintroduction to what I have to do, and it was a wake-up call. Now I'm going in with a plan. Hopefully today is more productive than yesterday. Yeah. It's rainy, really rainy today. So it looks like I have the office to myself today. All right, so productive day at the office today. So basically, IRTF iShell, the instrument I'm using, it does some calibrations and stuff for you, which is awesome. Except the values it's giving me are weird for some reason. Like the counts are way too low. So I've been having to go in and calibrate it myself, which has not been fun. But I finally got some progress and hopefully I can do something with it tomorrow. All right, got a new setup today. Okay. Hello, today is Thursday. I am not walking to the office because I wanted to change the scenery of which I was doing my work, see if that would help my productivity levels, and so far so good. Hopefully I put in some clips this morning. I went to the Firm Pengley residence hall, I think, where there's some tables there and a pool table as well over there. And now I'm back, had lunch, and back at it. Okay, done with work for the day. I'm in my runner era, so I'm gonna go run now. Okay, we are headed to, where are we headed to?
Bank vaults.
And we're about to listen to some folk music. Good morning, today is Friday. Not much on the agenda. I want to keep Fridays as stress-free as possible. I'm gonna do a lot of reading and yeah, some other admin stuff. That's the plan for Friday. All right, so to become a proper demonstrator, we have to go through some paperwork. So where are we headed to?
To the visualization center.
Yeah, we're gonna become demonstrators. So HR is in this fancy building. Good morning, today is Saturday. It's a me day. So I'm off to the gym first, and then I'm gonna do some reading, a little study. Alright, so I'm back in the library, just doing some studying, and I realized this week I probably didn't show you a lot of what I was working on, so let me show you now real quick. So if you guys remember, I have this really cool heat map of H2 plus radiance. The problem is, I mean, it looks good, but the values are wrong. Like, these values are wrong. They should be like 10 to the minus 5 watts per meter squared per star radian, I'm pretty sure. And they should be in like microwatts, but here we have pure watt. And after some talking and researching, I think the problem stems from my star subtraction. So essentially, I can't speak for all observations, but you need to do something called an A minus B subtraction, where an A is your target plus a background sky, and then a B is just your sky. So when you subtract it out, you're, in theory, just left with your target. And in IDL, there's this tool called Specs tool, which helps reduce this and does all this stuff for you. And for me, it's spitting out these values. And then my calibration spectrum, which I use to calibrate my target spectra based off of the star spectra, I get values like these. However, this is my supervisor's work. I'm supposed to be having values like these. So this is what a typical a shell spectrum looks like. And each of these horizontal rows is called an order, and it relates to the I'm pretty sure upwards is an increase in wavelength, but we're dealing with very small wavelengths, like 3 to 5 micron, so very tiny wavelength. And the curvature, that's just due to optics and how light hits the detectors. But basically what the tool does is straighten these rows, does the subtraction, and you're left with nice horizontal orders or rows. So I tried straightening the orders myself, which is extremely complicated. You have to like trace polynomials across each like border, and it's really complicated. And when I do it, here's my order detection method. So it's pretty accurate-ish, but you'll notice my lines are not the background white line is not perfectly straight, so I can with time, maybe, but it's tough. So I was reading the Specs tool manual on how it does stuff, and according to all this is how it corrects and calculates counts in the spectra. And I did some raw calculations with my data, and everything is correct. Like, it's spitting out proper values. So I need to talk to someone, but that's a next week problem. This weekend, right now, I'm just reading. I haven't done a lot of reading, and I need to do more. First year report is coming up soon, in a couple months or so, and I need to make sure I have my background knowledge of Jupiter and all that stuff down to a T. So I'm just trying to do more reading. This is a great paper by Paula. She is in my H2 Plus group. She released this paper this year, very recent, August 20th. So, oh yeah, a month ago. Today is September 20th. So yeah, just reading it, learning, and yeah, that's my plan. Just read and learn. Got a lot of good reading in. Not gonna lie, I've kind of just been sitting here watching YouTube for the last hour because it's pouring. It is pouring outside, but it's chilled out a little bit, so now I'm gonna trek to Morrison. All right, so rainy day in Aberystwyth. A little stormy. Also, look at this umbrella. It reminds me of my first day here. 2 hands. Right, Saturday night, you know what it means. We're watching Pharaoh's Daughter tonight. It's a pretty short one, only an hour 40. Let's see how it goes.